This video is sponsored by DoubleCoin. Visit doublecointires.com for more information.
Welcome to Gasoline Alley at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And everyone is here for fleet equipment on the road. Actually, they're all here for the Indy 500, including that big rig here at the Brickyard, Shell Starship 3.0 back again. Now, we're not just talking about sustainability, and it's not really just a proof of concept. This truck has a job with the IndyCar Series. It is going to be hauling the Pennzoil Technical Inspection trailer over here to every stop on the tour, while getting great efficiency ratings on a natural gas engine. To find out more about that, let's talk to Shell. I went to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway during a practice weekend leading up to the big race. That's where Shell gave an update on the Starship initiative and some background on the project. Tom Muller, Shell's general manager of Shell Commercial Road Lubricants, says this all started as a way to answer challenges in the trucking industry.
If you think about an industry that's very competitive, always under pressure on operating expenses, but also under significant pressure for things like emissions and fuel economy. And rather than wait around for a magic wand or a silver bullet, the idea was, could we combine available technologies together and produce a big impact? So that was the challenge that Starship was initially started to try to answer.
I also got to go inside the truck, which feels more like a cruise liner than a Class 8, to catch up with Scott Burrian, Shell's Global Integrated Communications Manager.
I did not expect it to be so luxurious in here. You know, from the outside, this definitely looks like a starship. You know, looks like we're going to space. In here, we're going to a very swanky meeting. So, but the technology we're talking about, we're interested in, is not in the cab so much. It's everything under the hood. So now we've gone beyond the stages of proving the natural gas can work. Now we're proving we can put it to work.
Absolutely, and we're really thankful to be here today with IndyCar. It's been a really cool collaboration with them and building on being the official fuel for IndyCar in 2023 with their Shell Renewable Racing Fuel. And so this is another step forwards, helping them meet their sustainability goals and how we can collaborate with them, on reducing emissions.
The Starship 3.0 racked up some impressive efficiency stats in a 2023 demonstration run. The Cummins X15N natural gas engine helped the truck achieve 9 miles per gallon diesel gallon equivalent across an 890-mile journey while hauling a fully loaded trailer, bringing it up to 80,000 pounds GVWR. But the engine isn't the only piece of the high-efficiency puzzle. The real eye-popper, jaw-dropper, showstopper is the bullet train-esque aerodynamics.
On the outside, you can see the cameras that are in here. They're replacing traditional mirrors that helps reduce drag. It has got a lightweight chassis that, again, this concept of lightweighting that makes it more efficient when moving freight. And as you said before, putting it to work is going to be really exciting. Yeah. We're really excited to see what we can see throughout the series as it goes from race to race. And it's great again to be here with IndyCar.
And earlier in the press conference, NACFE and NTT Data represented out there, really confirming everything that has been said about this, all the testing that's been done behind it. One thing that was brought up was the aerodynamics. No matter how good you make the truck, you are still hauling that trailer. That is a big boxy trailer. Are there any steps in the works that maybe that would be the next step, is how we can make what we're hauling more aerodynamic? How can we close that gap? How can we cover the top of it?
Yeah, so that's a great question. And one of the things that we have, with the demonstration run is an aerodynamic trailer.
Oh, nice.
And so there's some things on it. There's skirts on the bottom. There's aerodynamics on the back. It's got solar panels on the roof that help power some of the electric components of the truck. And then also has these automatic closing air gap sealers. So we had to take those off to accommodate the trailer because of the refrigeration unit that's on the back of it. But there are certainly a lot of things that are available today, a technology that can be utilized to help, increase your fuel efficiency and move freight more efficiently on the road.
Shell isn't stopping with natural gas. Starship variants have already explored hybrids and biofuels overseas.
Yeah, and we've already made that transition over in China. What we've done with the Starship hybrid, where that's a diesel hybrid engine, and that runs on biofuel. And so there has been some other fuel sources. And then as we look forward into the future, for that Starship project, we partnered with FAW Jifeng, the OEM over there. And so there's some really cool things that are progressing forward in the industry, and we look to try to still be a part of that with the initiative that has lasted since 2018.
Now this started off, it's a very successful proof of concept. Now that this is actually running, do you think there are plans maybe down the line, instead of just running the Pennzoil trailer, but get a deal where everyone is now running this. You go from Starship to Starfleet. Starfleet might be copyrighted, but the same idea, where we'll see more of these out there.
You know, that would be amazing to see. You know, I don't know, you know, if we'll get there, you know, with some of the builds, but, you know, I think the possibilities out there for sure.
Yeah.
You know, you'll see a lot of these designs going forward. You know, I saw some of these trucks from different fleets, and there's a big concepts of the aerodynamics. Like, you're going to see this coming out with a lot of different OEMs going forward. And
As sleek as the Starship 3.0 is, we all know it's what's on the inside that counts. And Shell makes sure this truck is equipped with its most state-of-the-art fluids.
the whole lifeblood of the truck too is with the Shell synthetic engine oil. It's a 530 engine oil that's in here to give us the maximal fuel efficiency. And then we also have the Shell Spirex transmission fluids in here, which also has a fuel efficiency benefit compared to its previous generation. So those things are super important, because without those, you're not running on less, so you're just not running at all.
For IndyCar, sustainability is more than a headline. It's part of a broader commitment to reduce emissions across the series, from the fuels used on the track to the trucks delivering the gear.
Kudos to our excellent technology team that developed all these products in Houston and Shanghai and in Hamburg. We got teams all over the world that are really coming together to give us some really world-class products. Yeah.
Now that the Shell Starship is working on the racing circuit, we'll get to see just how well those innovations hold up in real-world use. Thanks for watching this episode of On the Road. See you next time, and don't forget, subscribe to Fleet Equipment if you want more.